Uh, and I want to talk about just generally that, Liberty Aid Academy has the only proof of any school, of any accountant. They don't have any proof. And I've been posting my proof for now 1 decade. Testimonials and successful doing this work that took time to help everyone else out by saying, hey, this stuff works, it's no problem. And so they can play it on the sand. Okay. Sorry about that. It just started. That'll help a little bit. System. We're going to talk more about it Thursday. I go live at 7 p.m. So look for that tomorrow. You can jump in and ask questions. You can ask questions now. Hey, Ollie. I hope you're well too. You're really doing this work well over time, huh? Working for you. I'm happy for you. Happy I could help. And thanks for your support. Really, thanks for everyone. Like, I don't exist except for on donations. The school doesn't exist. It just does your courses. And that's what keeps the thing going. So I can sit here and help everyone. So, Ali and everyone, thank you for doing that. Because without you, well, there'd be no school, there'd be no more proof, and there'd be no decade of proof. So I just wanted to go over this, and yeah, good to hear from you too. Um, but if anybody has thoughts, questions, what have you, while I'm in here, I'm happy to help out. Anything that comes to mind, what you're working on, and so on. Um, happy to help, whatever comes to mind. But I really encourage people to go look for the proof that we have at the school. And then, you look around, because I've been looking around many years, the whole time I've been doing this. I used to have a radio show or whatever, podcast, I guess you'd call it. And I ran that for 2 years, and I'd have, all the supposed experts, right? On, I find on Facebook or whatever. And literally, I never found, in all the shows I did, almost 2 years of doing a show every week, never found anyone else that has proof of, what they say they can do. Oh, you could do this thing, you could do this trick, you can do this hack, you can do this and that. And literally none of them had proof. They all had great stories, but none of them had proof. And that became, something that I really noticed, and kind of the yardstick to let everyone know, yeah, thanks, man. Continued success to you too, and everyone, you know, doing this work. But that really became, first of all, it was a shock to me, that I'm like, wait a second, how come everybody? Wait, they're taking all the time to tell everybody this and be on Facebook and go on and on and on about whatever they're into or something, and basically it doesn't work. That was just a shocker, that they have taken over all social media, and they're just making up stories, and that nothing they do works. That was, to me, like, quite a gigantic shock to me. I was like, wait, what? You know, Robin Elizabeth, hey. Thanks for your support. What is this? Can't really read it. Ollie, every time you're present, wonderful calm comes to me. Oh, good. And reminds me the truth of our ridiculous financial system. That is a lie. It's true, right? You're the only one that is living proof. And that's why they stop me. Yeah, I know. It's right. Hey, at least I'm getting comments today. Usually they've been blocking that straight up for, almost 2 weeks now. It's been really annoying. So it's fantastic to see that coming through. That's just, I had this, I was like, wait a second, you guys are really that afraid of this? It's like, yeah, we're really that afraid. So it's great to see that changed. Anyway, but thanks for the support. Really. Robin Elizabeth, you're a member, and thank you for your support, Robin. Um, really appreciate it. So, like I was saying, it just became and hey, anybody has any thoughts, like Ali's jumping in with whatever, please let me know. I'm dangerous. Yeah, apparently. The information, the truth sets you free. And just finding it, they have made ridiculously hard. How can they make it, this hard? And it's like, well, I guess it really, the truth does set you free. And that's what I found out about this work over the many years. It sets you free not just in a financial way, in a spiritual way, in a physical way, like you can't be arrested, and just in so many ways. So, I started out helping people get rid of their debt, and I don't even have that on the website anymore. That's so dangerous. I had to move it over to the church that I'm doing, JesusChristTrust.net. Um, you know, and that and they're very scared of that. But this trust is way more powerful. Um, Not that the other information isn't important and powerful too. It is. But if you want that information, go ahead over there. Upgraded membership to live. Thank you, Robin. That's really good. I'm reorganizing kind of the videos that I'm doing. I've been heavily making videos over at JesusChristTrust.net, the church I'm running, but I feel like I let out all the spiritual truth over there, and it's never been let out, not one time before. And so now that I've kind of conquered and gotten ahead of that curve, I'm back focused on working here at Liberty Aid Academy, and I'm just gonna push out more information over here. People have been getting into a bunch of questions, and that's a big thank you. Like we got the classroom, it's a private forum. Once you're a student, get in there, and whatever you're working on, just throw in any question, any link. What about this? What about that? That has been working so well that I don't really need to do consults anymore, which is great for other people too. Like for students, you don't really, need to pay for my time and set up a Zoom call and all that stuff. You just at your convenience, you just, throw in whatever into the classroom, and I'm the moderator in there. You're going to get your answer. And if, oh, what about this? What about that? It'll be a continuing thread until you're like completely set. Oh, that's the answer. And also, if it's a good question, what I've been doing is making a video like this, like making a live video and then posting it in under the question, like, hey, that's a good question. Let me go over all the principles at work, at play, and all that kind of information. So, it's just a way that I can focus more, like help people specifically, but make it more affordable too, and answer questions this way. So, but it was really a shock to me as I went in the early years of this work to find out, no one's doing anything that they have proof that they can do, and I was just shocked by that. And still, a lot of people come to this school and my work that they're like, oh, uh, you can do this and that. I read it online. It's like, yeah, who's your guru? Where's your proof? Because let me get into. I mean, yeah, I'm talking about the school's proof, but I'm also talking about the principle that you as individuals should follow. Someone's making a claim online this way, that way. There's a claim. Oh, hey, guess what? You can do sovereignty, 1099, all their made up stories. And, the only thing you got to do instead of listening to them drone on is like, hey, show me the proof that that works, because it's like, hey, you can get rid of any debt, all you got to do is this 1099 thing and da 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 da. And, if that's true, it's like, oh, you've been doing that? Great. So just post up me the 1,000 addresses of houses you've gotten since, you can just get out of any debt instantly. And it's like, so I guess you're solving the homeless problem, right? You probably got 1,000 homes and you're just letting the homeless in. You got no money worries. It's like, and then they just go silent, because none of their stories add up. They're really they're a false hope, and so they play on people's feelings and stuff like that. There would be, oh, you can do that, great, thanks, but it's really, they're heartless. They are not there to give hope. They're really, there to take it away and push you back into the system. Like, oh crap, there is no way to get any help whatsoever of any kind. It's like, you know, really heinously evil to be doing that. Obviously, they sold the soul to the devil to do it, and that's a fact. And that's, what I came to realize. That's why I focus so much on the spiritual work now, because it's the good against evil, and everyone good ends up here doing this work. And, I start in the bottom chakra, as I say. Let's start with getting the money sorted and, get your safety actually sorted, where they're not going to steal you, steal your home, steal your children, steal your wife and kids. Let's do all that, And that's what this trust does. And then from there, once you see the reality of the situation, then you'll probably be interested in the spiritual work as well. And I'll see you over there. But even so, even if people don't go over there, that's okay with me, because you're properly sorted. You understand the whole financial system as it is, not as they made up a story that's not true. You actually understand the actual reality of it, and you're operating. Because here's the basic hack, right? We're given a straw man, a person, this corporate fiction, that's on your driver's license, and they're like, that's you, that's your credit report, that's your loan. You got the money, you owe the money, you. All the pronouns that trying to teach us that that's us. No, it's a corporation. It's got an all cap letter name, a 9-digit number. It's not anyone. It's just an empty corporate fiction. It's a sub corporation of the In God We Trust, and that's all it is. And so that's a pretty clever way of controlling everyone as slaves, mental slaves, right? You program them that this is the truth, and then they do what you say. So I'm unprogramming them and giving people a real way out. Because once you use a trust, right? This trust is you don't pay taxes. The IRS gives that designation, and you don't report taxes. This is why it's so hidden. Like, you can't understand. Well, oh, why are all the wealthy elite? They don't pay taxes, and they don't have any. President comes on and it's like, well, I'd like to show you my taxes, but my accountant says I can't. Yeah, their accountant is using this method, and there's no paperwork, so that's why they can't show you anything. You follow? So, what they're saying isn't untrue, but it's not telling you the truth so it can help you. But that's what I'm doing. I'm here telling you the truth. So, what you do is you operate this trust. You just, any financial anything goes through the trust, doesn't go through your corporate fiction, your person anymore. And so that thing is it's a sub corporation, the In God We Trust, so it's taxable. It's they can garnish it. It's one of their corporations that they have created. Your parents fill out the birth certificate. You get this corporate entity overlaid you, and you're screwed. And so they don't tell anyone that. And so what I do is, okay, I'm going to turn that person, that corporate fiction, into something that helps you. How? Well, you open up a trust, right? I recommend the first trust you open is like your first name, last name trust. So for me, it'd be John McKeag Trust. And then that's how you run all your money. You don't even have a personal account anymore. No savings account, nothing goes in the name of the person anymore. Everything goes in the name of the trust. You're a trustee, own nothing, control everything. And you can legally say, oh, no, I don't have anything. I have nothing. Because they like to use pronouns, right? Oh, that's you. That person's you. So, do you have any money? It's like, no, I don't have anything. My person, you say, I'm homeless. I have nothing. You qualify for everything. You get EBT, which is, a lot of money now. Like, food's expensive. To get over $250 a month, that's, That's $3,000 a year. That's twice what our all of our courses cost right now, just at Fizz stamps. But you have all these other hacks too. I'm talking to you from my phone as I literally never get a phone bill. I never get a phone bill. Thing works perfectly everywhere all the time. When we had that giant freaking hurricane, I guess it was last year, uh, Ira, whatever that thing was, just absolutely, way over 100-mile-an-hour winds. Never been through anything like it. My phone's working perfectly. My wife's phone, Verizon, paid for and everything. Uh, it quit working. This thing works perfectly. Like, thanks, government. They give you a great phone service, and that's fantastic. It's very useful, very helpful. So your person becomes, this corporate fiction. Now it qualifies for all the free stuff or discounted stuff or whatever stuff you can get. That EBT gets a discount on Amazon membership. It gets a discount now, half price on Walmart Plus. You know, like you keep getting all these hacks they keep throwing our way as they're tightening up the financial system. What you're doing is reducing your overhead. What your bills are every month, you're reducing them every month. I got all the hacks that's in the mentor program. You get the trust, you do all the things over in the mentor program, you get all the free stuff. Totally legal too. I mean, I got proof for 10 years and all these other people's proof. So this is just a legal method. It's a hack that works. It's going to keep working. It's not going to change. I mean, why? You think they're going to stop operating trusts? No. You think they're going to start paying taxes and all that? No. Uh, how many that know all this truth that I teach, how many of us are there? Really, not that many compared to the general population. They're not going to switch or change things or nothing like that. That's not going to happen. Why would they? It makes no sense that they would change anything. They're not gonna. And so this is always gonna work. Once you've done this, that's it. It's really easy. Money comes and goes from your bank account. You don't report to anyone. You don't pay any taxes to the IRS, and works out perfectly. We got all these other hacks too. You put your real estate in the name of a trust, then you can apply at the county level for no real estate taxes, and just on and on through the list of things that we have available here to anyone that uses this trust. You have to use a trust, sure, yeah. And I teach you how to. It's not that complicated. You know how to use a debit card. You know how to open a bank account. There's not like anything new, like, no, it's just you have a separate bank account. And then, oh, hey, my debit card works and everything for this trust is real. Yay. And then you go, click, let me close that personal account after your trust, after you transferred all the money in. You're like, you don't have any personal anything. So anytime you fill out an application for free stuff for the government or whatever, you don't have anything. You always qualify. And this has just been going on for years now and works perfectly. Also qualifies for many other things, right? You're out of their jurisdiction legally. And literally, under this trust, they can't put handcuffs on you. They can't take you in, So it also, yeah, there are all these financial hacks you get, which helps a lot. That helps take the, weight off the shoulders financially. But it also lets you sleep at night. It takes the weight off, like, Big Brother's not going to come and scoop you up. That's pretty great. And so this is, our school is the only school. Harvard got any proof, that the professors went through the school and did anything more than be a professor or whatever? No, they don't have any proof. They don't have any testimonials that, hey, this is what happened for me. I went to that school. We have that at the school. It's not a concern. When you get in the classroom and you're like, oh, I got a question, you're not just going to hear from me. You're going to hear from all the other people that have done this themselves. Because I'm in Florida, and maybe you're asking a question that pertains, like, I don't know, real estate taxes. Maybe you're in a state that's not Florida. Hey, anybody been through this in my state? And, you get feedback from a bunch of people. It's really great. It's not like, Facebook where all these evil creatures are jumping in on there and just lying and making up stories and hey, you can do this, da da da. No, this is actual people that are doing this work. They give you some feedback and it's super useful. I'm in there too. I give you feedback for everyone's question. But I mean, it's just unlike social media because the people are in there doing this and they're like, oh, this is what happened for me. I did this. And so it really makes everyone's passage a lot easier, to have that support, to have that knowledge to go forward in that way. So, proof, and my tagline for a long time that is proof up or shut up. In other words, if you make a claim and you can't support it, shut up. Nobody wants to hear from you, right? Uh, and this is the way it goes on social media where it's just a bunch of liars. They're like, hey, I got this great story, you can do this stuff, and da 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 da. That's not the way people are, really. The way people are is this. They go, I was able to do this, and they show the proof, right? That's the way I do it, and that's the way, if you have proof of something, even if it's anything like, hey, I chopped this tree down, you have a video, right? Oh man, you're a great tree chopper downer, like you show the proof. But with this financial world, it's they come up with a story and no proof. Me, I'm like, go look at my videos. Like I did a live, uh was it a live? I did a short recently that was on the MX Platinum, and it's for the trust. And I put that in, I put the card out when I got it, and then later I followed it up with a video. Hey, this is how I got it. Here are the details. This is what you can do. You know, I posted the proof first. This is what I got. My name, there it is, right? It said John McCaig, John McCaig. In other words, John McCaig Trust. You don't have it, you just have it on there once. I mean, once, unless you have something named John McCaig Trust. So, Elohim's creation. All right. Hey, and me, I got the name of the school. I got my name on YouTube. I'm not hiding behind any fake names or like Ollie's got his real name up there. You know, he's fine. He's doing his work. He ain't bothered. He knows nobody's gonna mess with him. Nobody has messed with him. Nothing like that, right? Once you do this, you're free. You're free of problems. You don't have problems anymore. Like financially, you have solutions. You don't have problems. So this really is the solution. There's not another one out there, and there's not gonna be another one out there. Why? This is what they do. The Rockefellers, right? Trump, right? He used trust. I teach you how to do all that stuff. You can bankrupt some other corporate entity, right? That's what Trump does. Hey, I've had 6 foreclosures on all these other businesses. And then he drops that load of, I got all this credit, millions of dollars. And then he put that money into his trust. And he's like, well, I can't pay it back. Sorry. So he keeps the money. I teach that stuff too. I teach a lot of things that help people financially. And it's simple stuff. It's not complicated. All right, Alan, all is well, right? All in. All is well at all. He would know. He's named after all. So he would know if all is well. Yeah. Now it's a solution. There's so many ways hey, we could take this asset. They come up with a new law overnight. And, if you got your personal assets, money, whatever, right? They could make up a law. Hey, remember that story they had? It's like, you got to give up your gold. It's like, wait, what? Well, it's not your gold. If you have it in a trust, you see, you don't have anything. You're person, so you're all good. Oh, thanks for what you're doing, Allie. I mean, I'm here to support. I did it first, yeah, and I posted my proof, but it's like, I'm not like them, like, hey, I did it. Now keep it quiet and you all are screwed and I'm fine. No, that's the opposite of where I am, right? I'm like, man, all these people getting screwed over by these people. I'm going to tell everyone. I'm never going to stop, right? Because they crashed my whole world and my family back in the '08 crash, they call it, whatever happened to me at the end of '06. I was on the leading edge of that. Lost my home, lost my family, lost everything. I'm homeless. I'm like, okay. Then I learned how to, fix my credit, get rid of the debt and stuff like that. Then on the other side of that, I was like, well, how do I keep myself safe in the future? And that's how I eventually come to this trust and doing it this way. So it all works together. My process of learning it and posting the proof as I went um, is a process that basically anyone could go through, and then you get to the other side, your trust is open, and everything's cool. No problemo. It really works out well that way. And it's not going to be a problem. Uh, as they're crashing the economy now, which is like, hey, things are getting more affordable. Yeah. They're not going to stop there. It's just, yeah, like this is where you want to keep your assets safe. This is where you want to, if they're crashing the economy. I'm doing a live thing. I'm coming. The best drummer just walked by. He's like, what are you doing? Anyway, I'll be over there in a second. But I wanted to go into this, like they're gonna crash the economy. Last time it was oh, there's a plague. It's like and no one died, but everyone died. Oh, wait, what? But what happened? I told everyone set up your finances, right? Here's how you build a credit profile for your